17 years ago, after the Arushi murder case, a disturbing question arose in India. Can parents kill their own children? That question remained unanswered as Rajesh and Nupur Talwar, the prime suspects, were acquitted, and Arushi's killer is still unknown. Now 17 years later, Gurugram has provided a horrifying answer. Yes, parents can kill their children. News comes from Gurugram, where 25-year-old Radhika Yadav, a professional tennis player with dreams of a career in the sport, was shot dead on Thursday morning at 10:30 am in her 3-story home in Sushant Lok 2, an upscale area. The house was occupied by two families. On the ground floor lived Radhika's paternal uncle, Kuldeep Yadav, his wife and son. On the first floor lived Radhika's father, Deepak Yadav, his wife, their son, and their youngest daughter, Radhika. Both brothers were landlords, living off the substantial rent from their numerous properties. On Thursday morning, Kuldeep Yadav, who was on the ground floor, heard a loud bang from the upstairs. He rushed to the first floor and found Radhika lying in a pool of blood in the kitchen. His brother, Deepak, was in the drawing room, where his licensed revolver lay on the table. Kuldeep immediately shouted for help. Radhika's cousin, Kuldeep's son, also came upstairs. Both men quickly took Radhika to nearby hospital in Gurugram, where doctors declared her dead. The hospital then informed the police about a shooting incident. The police arrived, took Kuldeep Yadav's statement, and a team was dispatched to Radhika's home. The crime scene was grim. Food was cooking in the kitchen, and the blood stained the floor. Radhika's mother was unwell with a fever in another room. Father was in drawing room. During the initial police questioning at home, Deepak Yadav confessed to shooting his daughter. The police checked his licensed revolver and found 5 spent cartridges and 1 live round, indicating that 5 shots were fired. According to the FIR, Deepak Yadav told the police, "My daughter Radhika is a tennis player and has played nationally, winning many trophies. A few days ago, my daughter quit playing due to a shoulder injury. She had opened her own academy to coach children. When I used to go to Wazirabad to get milk, people would tell me that I was living off my daughter's earnings, which bothered me a lot. Those people also questioned my daughter's character. When I told my daughter to close the tennis academy she had opened, she refused. This tension constantly troubled my mind. My honor was being tarnished, which caused me great distress and tension. Due to this tension, I took out my licensed revolver. While my daughter Radhika was cooking in the kitchen, I shot my daughter Radhika Yadav 3 times in the back of her waist. I killed my daughter," said Deepak Yadav. It's important to remember that while the FIR is a legal document, it's not the final truth. The crucial question remains, why would a father shoot his own daughter 5 times? According to police investigations, had dedicated the last 18 years to a tennis career. He began training her when she was 7, taking her to various academies, fitness centers and even doctors to help her overcome her fear of math. He would wake up at 4:30 am to take her to the ground for practice, then to the gym for fitness. Traveled with her across India for tournaments, bearing the high costs of tennis. Radhika was the center of his world. The father's stated reason in the FIR, people taunting him about living off his daughter's earning and questioning her character due to her social media presence and academy, don't fully align with the fact. Radhika had a music album from a year ago, but it contained no vulgarity, and she was modestly dressed. If taunts were about her attire, they should have been about her tennis outfits, which are short for movement, not a year-old music video. Furthermore, Radhika's Instagram account was private, with only 67 to 70 followers, mostly close friends and family. She had posted only around 100 reels. It's highly unlikely that such a private and modest online presence would provoke such a Severe reaction from her father after a year. Radhika, as a personal tennis player, did not have high ranking, around 100 or above, and hadn't won any major prize money tournaments. Expenses of her tennis career, including travel, food, and accommodation for tournaments, were entirely borne by her father. A tennis academy opened in May of this year, only 2 months prior to the incident, hadn't generated substantial income. She had worked as a coach at another academy for 2 years after a shoulder injury. It's likely that her father had funded this new academy as well. The family's income primarily came from Deepak Yadav's rental properties, not from Radhika's earnings. This contradicts the claim that he was living off her income or being taunted about it. Radhika Yadav's professional tennis coach, who trained Radhika from mid 2020 to early 2022 and with whom she maintained contact, expressed his shock. He considered Radhika like a sister. He emphasized that Radhika and her family, especially her father, were incredibly passionate about her tennis career. Her father put in as much hard work as she did, taking her for training, physical fitness, and rehabilitation for her shoulder injury. He finds it impossible to believe that a father who dedicated 15 years of his life to his daughter would kill her over taunts or social media activities. He also clarified that Radhika's family was financially stable from her father's rental income, which was likely more than Radhika's earnings. He pointed out the modest nature of her Instagram account. He revealed that Radhika had expressed frustration with restrictions at home and her desire to go abroad for a few months for further tennis experience. When a trip to China was almost finalized, she later told her coach her father wasn't agreeable due to a degree problem and money constraints. He believes the reason for this horrific act lies beyond the superficial explanations. He, like many others, wonders what truly happened in that room on Thursday morning. Only 3 people know what had happened in that apartment on Thursday morning: Radhika, Deepak Yadav, and her mother, Anju Yadav. Anju Yadav has refused to give a statement claiming she was unwell with a fever and saw nothing. However, the police have arrested Deepak Yadav and he has been granted 1 day of police custody. When presented in court today, he showed no visible remorse. The police have the murdered weapon and a confession. The crucial missing piece is the real motive. Was it truly just about taunts, or is there a deeper hidden reason? The police investigation is ongoing, and everyone is eager to learn the true motive behind this shocking crime.